Welcome back to my class, children. Today we'll be discussing about imperfections in solids. At absolute zero, the crystals tend to have perfectly ordered arrangement, and this arrangement corresponds to a state of lowest energy. As the temperature increases, the crystals start deviating from the perfectly ordered arrangement. Any deviation from the perfectly ordered arrangement constitutes a defect or an imperfection. These defects are sometimes called thermodynamic defects. So let us move on to the imperfections in solids. The two crystals, as I mentioned earlier, possess perfect order of arrangement of atoms in pure crystals only at 0 Kelvin. However, with the rise in temperature, some deviations from complete order takes place. Any departure from the perfectly ordered arrangement of atoms or ions in the crystal is called imperfection or crystal defect. The crystal defects are classified into two: atomic or point defects and line defects. Atomic or point defects are where an atom or ion is missing or is in an irregular place in the lattice structure, while line defects are irregularities in the entire rows of lattice points. So we'll be mainly concentrating in the atomic or point defects, because this is what we have to learn in the CBSE class 12 solid state. So the point defects takes place due to, the reasons are imperfect packing of atoms during crystallization, vibrations of atoms at high temperature. Point defects are classified into three: stoichiometric defects, non-stoichiometric defects, and impurity defects. So this is what we have to learn in the last part of solid state. When we complete all this, the chapter also will be over. The stoichiometric defects. The compounds in which the number of positive and negative ions are exactly in the ratios indicated by their chemical formulae are called stoichiometric compounds. The defects that do not disturb the stoichiometry, that is the ratio of the number of positive and negative ions, these type of defects are called stoichiometric defects. So if imperfections in the crystal are such that the ratio between the anions and cations remains same as represented by the molecular formula, the defect is called a stoichiometric defect. The different types of stoichiometric defects: first is the vacancy defect, interstitial defects, Schottky defect, and Frenkel defect. So we'll learn one by one. The first one is the vacancy defect. As you can see here, the vacancy defect: when in a crystal some lattice sites are vacant, the crystal is said to have a vacancy defect. This type of defect is introduced when a crystal is heated, and the vacancy defect results in the decrease in density of the substance, because one part is not there, one site is vacant, so automatically there will be a decrease in density. Repeating it once again, when some of the lattice sites are vacant, the crystal is said to have a vacancy defect. This occurs when the substance is heated. The density of the substance is low in such case. The defects these defects are shown by non-ionic solids. Second one is interstitial defects. This type of defect, as you can see here, is caused due to the presence of constituent particles in the normally vacant interstitial sites in the crystal. The constituent particles occupying the interstitial sites are called interstitial. The particles are occupying the interstitial sites. The formation of interstitial defects is determined by the size of the interstitial ion. And the interstitial defects results in the increase in the density, because there are additional particles which are occupying the interstitial sites. A crystal is said to have an interstitial defect when some of the constituent particles occupy an interstitial site. This defect increases the density of the substance, which is clear. These defects are shown by non-ionic solids. Vacancy defect and interstitial defects are shown by non-ionic solids. For ionic solids do not exhibit simple vacancy or interstitial defects. In ionic solids, electrical neutrality always must be maintained. So ionic solids shows vacancy and interstitial defects as Schottky and Frenkel defects. So the other two types is the Schottky and Frenkel defect, which is shown by the ionic solids. So next one is Schottky defect. This type of defect is created when one positive ion and one negative ion are missing from their respective positions, leaving behind a pair of holes. You can see there the A plus and B minus is lost, and the electrical neutrality is maintained also. After they are gone, there are a pair of holes which is left behind. Thus, Schottky defect is simply a vacancy defect in ionic solids. Schottky defects are more common in ionic compounds with high coordination number and where the size of positive and negative ions are almost equal. Important to understand. This is important. The Schottky defect is found in compounds with high coordination number and the positive and negative ions are almost equal. So repeating it once again, in a Schottky type vacancy defect, an ionic crystal of the type A plus B minus will have an equal number of anions and cations missing from the lattice site so that the electrical neutrality is maintained. This Schottky defect is shown with high ionic compounds which have high coordination number and the size of the cation and anion should be the same. Examples: potassium chloride, sodium chloride, KBr, cesium chloride, etc. Even AgBr, silver bromide is also there, which is not written here. AgBr also shows this defect. Consequences of Schottky defect. As the number of ions decreases, volume is the same, so the density decreases. Crystals with Schottky defect conduct electricity to a small extent. Due to the presence of holes, the stability of the crystal decreases. Number of Schottky defects at room temperature. This is for the general information. You can simply read it. The next is the Frenkel defect. This type of defect is created when an ion leaves its crystal lattice site and occupies an interstitial site. Normally occupied space it leaves and then occupies the interstitial site. Frenkel defect is a combination of vacancy defect and interstitial defect. It creates a vacancy defect at its original site and an interstitial defect at its new position. So this is also called, Frenkel defect is also called dislocation defect. It does not have any effect on the density of solids. Frenkel defects are common in ionic compounds which have low coordinates, just the opposite of Schottky defect, with low coordination number and in which there are large difference in size between the positive and negative ions. So repeating it once again, the smaller ion is dislocated usually here. The cation is dislocated from its normal position site to the interstitial site. You can find here the A plus is moving to the interstitial site. It creates a vacancy defect at its original site and an interstitial defect at its new location. So it shows both. This type of defect is present in those compounds which have low coordination number and large difference in size of cation and anion. The cation size should be small. Only then it can occupy the interstitial site. Examples: AgCl, AgBr, AgI and ZNS. So one thing to be noted is, as I had mentioned earlier, AgBr shows both Frenkel and Schottky defect. So name one ionic compound which shows both Frenkel and Schottky defect. You should know the answer. It is AgBr. The consequences of Frenkel defect. Solids with this defect conduct electricity to a small extent. The dielectric constant of crystal increases. The density of the solid is unchanged. Due to the presence of holes, the stability of the crystal decreases. These defects, Schottky and Frenkel, are shown by ionic solids.